This is a single-story build, 50 feet by 50 feet. We built this in 2 days. All right, so we're at day 2 on this build. We brought in all the rafters this morning. I'll pull in with our other truck back in here, and we'll just pick off of that to set the rafters. We've got an entire day to do it. I'm confident that we'll get it done.
So right now we're just pre-installing the screws so that when we lift it up there with the crane, it's easy for whoever's receiving the rafter to just put it in place, make sure everything's tight and oriented correctly, and then drive the screws. We always try to do as much as we can on the ground, basically, because no one likes doing more work than they have to up on a ladder. These rafters have an angled half lap at the top, and the other interesting piece is that there's actually 2 bird's mouth on each rafter. So there's one at the end that will go onto the top plate of this left bent right here, and then there's one in the middle that goes on to the top plate on the left-hand center bent of the structure. And then the half lap meets at the top right in the middle of the structure. And what's unique about this is that we're not able to, on the ground, use mechanical components like ratchet straps or come-alongs to draw the joinery together. So we did drawbore these rafter sets so that when we're up there installing them, it's easy to draw them together via drawbore.
If you've watched any of our other build series, you've noticed that most of the time we're using our Volvo truck. It's a 36 metric ton meter crane. And on this job, we've brought our other truck, which is a Western Star. This is a 65 metric ton meter crane. The other crane is stealthier. It's a little bit faster because it's a lighter crane than this one. But this is a big building, 50 by 50 feet. And due to the nature of the site, we're not able to pull all the way up to the midpoint of the building. So we had some very long diagonal reaches. This crane has a 125-foot hook height. The other crane has an 80-foot hook height. So while this one is slower, it has much more capacity and it can reach much further. There was a bit of downtime as we were working on the fitment of the rafters today, and Clayton and Zach were busy during those times installing the shoe, which is that base plate that attaches to the sill plate that the SIP will ultimately attach to. So that's an important connection between the SIP and the timber frame and the foundation. They were working on getting that installed on the sill plate around the building. The procedure there is to get it spaced away from the rim board and glued and screwed down to the sill plate. It's an important connection for wind, uplift, and so on. So this morning, because of the nature of what we were doing today, installing the rafters, we didn't need the full crew. We had a load of panels back at the shop, so we broke up into 2 different groups. One group remained back at the shop to start doing the shelter design build version of prepping those SIPs. So our panel manufacturer cuts the panels to fit the building, but there are a bunch of steps that we like to do to get the panels really ready to go on the building. So we've got a bunch of foam holes to drill. We'll buck all of the windows that we can. We'll get all of the window bucks pre-cut. So when we arrive on site to start installing the SIPs, we'll have the shortest amount of time. We like to minimize our time on site. It is February. Does get cold during the day. Obviously, when we're working back in the shop, that's inside. It's a temperature controlled environment. When it snows or rains outside, doesn't bother progress there. So we can take our time, get things just right. We'll get everything loaded up onto the trucks again, and we'll come up here as soon as the weather allows to start the SIP installation. As I mentioned yesterday, this Douglas Fir seems to have a little bit of a twist in every piece. So we set quite a few rafters today. It was just a little more time than anticipated on every single joint, pulling it tight, getting things snug, and getting things to fit well. So what may have taken us 4 hours to do when things are fitting well, took us a little bit more, like 8 hours today, but we're happy with the results. Everyone worked really hard. We're all looking for the same thing. We just want nice, tight joinery at the end of the day. Sometimes it takes a little more work, a little more finesse, a little more finagling on the job site, but we got there. All right, so we're at the end of day 2 on this build, and it was another good day. Got all of the rafters set, so we're in really good shape to start installing SIPs. I believe the second load of SIPs arrived back at the shop today. That was the balance of the roof. The gypsum is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Only hurdle looking into the future is we've got some wet weather coming in on Friday. It looks dry and actually warmer next week. So now it's a question of whether we'll be back on Friday to start installing SIPs or if we wait until Monday to just complete the job.